I am live. Hey guys. I don't know if anybody will be here this early. um, how is everybody? I'm gonna wait a couple minutes to see if anybody comes in. I want to go through the new photos with y'all, and I want to go over that interview. Oh, my microphone's over here. I want to go over that interview from yesterday. My live streaming was disabled for a little bit, so thank you, James, for helping. I have to thank you. But yeah, it was disabled, and it looks like it was some kind of mistake, but because that video got taken down the 2 nights ago, my last live got taken down for community guidelines. I'm sure you guys saw that because it was during the live, it got taken down. But they did say like it wasn't a warning or a strike. It didn't go against my channel, but then never got an email when I went to go live last night to listen to that interview with you guys and go over the photos, and it wouldn't let me. So they disabled it, but it's back and running. So the whole thing I'm worried about though is I was just getting to the point where I was getting the algorithm back on my side. And I have a feeling when stuff like this happens, it messes up the algorithm again. So that's the only thing I'm worried about, because that took me like a month or two of just consistently trying to get it back going. Because like any other case I did besides Wade, it was just off. So I might have to start over and try to get it going again, but oh well, at least I could live stream again. Hey Helen, hey James, Lavender. So yeah, let's go over. Have you guys seen, what do you guys want to do first? You want to go over the pictures first, or do you want to go over you want to go listen to the interview? Is that everybody here has heard that, where Hoodie Guy calls into the cops and basically tells them like, hey, I was with Maddie last night, to make I'm sure to make sure his recollection of what happened got out there first before people started talking. um so I know I uploaded as a pre-record yesterday, so it is there, but I wanted to do it as a live, so now I can. So I don't know if you want to do that first or not. We can just listen to that real quick and then we'll go over the pictures. You know what? Let me start the pictures. I'll use it as a little break when I need a little. Well, no, I don't have to read. I'm just going over the pictures. Never mind. I was thinking I was going to be reading the documents, but I don't got to do that. Okay, hold on one second. Let me play it. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll just play that first. Then we'll go over the pictures. Okay. So this is, like I said, where Hoodie Guy calls in to cops. You'll see it's the body cam. The cop is just driving and he picks up the call, and he talks about like being with Maddie, and claims he doesn't even know Kaylee's name. So that's kind of interesting. But here you go. I'll play the video I put together here, where I just show who he is. It's You know what? Hold on a second. I forgot when I play it this way, I can't point out anything. Let me do something. I'm just gonna do it with my shared screen. I uploaded it as a file, but I forgot you can't see my cursor if I want to point out anything. So that's, I was wondering, like, why didn't I ever use that? I just got reminded why I never use that, where you share the files. Like, I know there's a reason I don't do that. It's because you can't point out anything. So hold on one second. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay. And happy Saturday, everybody. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here we go. Hold on, let me make sure sorry guys, Okay, I wanted to make sure I had the right thing shared. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the big watermark. I won't normally put that big of one, but I figured it's just the body. I mean, you can't really see much. And I was kind of in a hurry to get it out last night because I was planning on doing it as a live and I couldn't find my old watermark. But anyway, so you'll see this is from the day after 11/14/2022. You can see the timestamp up there. Oh, sorry, that's loud. That's loud. Wow. Sorry, I should have warned you.
This Sergeant Hathaway.
Oh, wait. I wanted to play the one where I do the hoodie guy. Hold on. I played the wrong one. I'm sorry, guys. Here, I wanted to play this one. Here, I'll fast forward it because I wanted to play the one where I have this thing, where you could see what, kind of just see what he's talking about as he's calling. Sorry, I just played the here we go. So I'll fast forward a little bit. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Okay. So you'll see him walking in with the girls, hoodie guy.
This Sergeant Hathaway.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Hey, how we doing?
My name is. I want to make like a statement about, the night of this Saturday.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm just friends with Maddie. I was with her at the bar that night. And I forget I don't know the person we left with, but we left to get Grub truck at like 2, and we were there from like 2 to probably latest 2:30. And then she and the other lady got picked up in a silver sedan. That's my only description I know. And then they went home from there. And I just wanted to let you guys know as far as like I knew about her whereabouts. I don't know if that helps with anything, but
I mean, yeah, anything helps. You said you were with them?
I was with Maddie at the corner club, and then they wanted to leave with Maddie and her friend. I don't recall who her friend was. I was intoxicated, but then we went to Grub truck, and then they got picked up from Grub truck.
Okay.
And that's as far as I knew about her whereabouts that night.
Okay. Well,
yeah, she just got in a silver sedan.
But you don't know who it was or anything?
No, I didn't see who the driver was.
And you said your name was...
Yes, sir.
How do you spell your last name? And do you have a middle initial?
Yes, sir.
Date of birth? What's that current address for you?
Yeah, I'm right down the road at...
You said...
Yes, sir.
Is that where you're at now?
No, I drove home this morning.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Boise.
Oh, Boise.
Yeah, I was just talking to my parents, and I didn't know if I would be helpful or not, and my dad was like, yeah, anything could maybe help, so...
What's a good phone number for you?
Yes, sir, it's,
I should have just... Ugh.
And what's the address that you're at now?
It's... Boise, Idaho.
All the beeping. Sorry, I
In
should have just
Boise?
edited that out.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's you
Wow.
said that's your parents' place. What are your folks' name? Is there a home phone at that house?
Yeah.
What is it?
You want it?
I know. I'm sorry with all the beeps. I missed some things because I was.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think
would've
it's like
made
I don't know how often they use it, but
I just
I don't
wondered.
think it's like a.
So you said.
Yeah.
What was the last four?
Yes.
I wouldn't have been so like in a hurry because I was planning on doing a live, so I wanted to get it up. But then when the live streaming was disabled, I was like, shoot, I have to put together a pre-record. So I was kind of in a hurry. If I wasn't in such a hurry, I probably would have either because they're the ones that put the beep in. I probably would have either lowered the beeping or just muted that part or just clipped it out, or I could have put in blank, blank, blank my voice because that I know it is kind of annoying to hear that long of a beep. So I apologize. And then I saw that arrow that was an accidental arrow, right? Where it was pointing to nothing at one point. So I missed some things. Sorry about that. So just beware your ears.
Okay, you just drove home today?
Yeah, it just seemed like everyone else in my house and a lot of the community was leaving, and I do live right down the road, so it kind of seems unsettling being around. Yeah.
No, I get it. Do you have a roommate or anything?
No, I live by myself.
Gotcha. Well, I'm guessing that one of the folks that is working the case, or like a detective or something, would probably want to have a conversation with you. Is that something you're down with doing?
Yeah, I'd love to help if I can help anyway.
Okay. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
The phone number can work. Call or text, whatever.
Your cell phone? Okay. How long are you going to be at your parents' house?
I mean, just until we figure out what's going on with school. I mean, just Thanksgiving break, and once we figure out what's going on with classes, come back and.
So you're because there's still school left before Thanksgiving break, right?
Yeah, but I have a lot of classes that I just don't need to be currently there for.
Okay, so you're not planning on being in class?
Yeah, I just have stuff I can do on a computer.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll pass on your information. I appreciate you reaching out, and we'll have a detective get a hold of you and try to figure out a time to take a statement from you.
Okay, I appreciate you a ton.
All right. Take care. Thanks.
Yeah, you have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
Well, I even did a little beep because he probably says thanks his name. So I don't know. I mean, I wasn't playing this. I saw a comment where like, oh, I thought we debunked he was involved or whatever. I'm not playing this because I think he's the murderer. I think Bryan is. It's just a part of the case. I mean, it's just an interview that was new. I ordered it and just to hear what he had to say, because he was like somebody we really were curious about at first, but no, I'm not. I don't think he is. But he was with them, one of the last people to see them both alive that night, which is interesting. And he saw them get into that car, which was, the driver that was interviewed too. So you'll see, I play the rest of it. The interview's done, but I just play the rest of the Grub truck video where you'll see them leave, and this guy tells them that, oh, they left, and then he looks and he's like, and then he runs off over here. So they're waiting for their food. There's Maddie. There's Kaylee. And there's Hoodie Guy. Okay, so the interview is over. I'm gonna let the rest of this grub truck video play. I'll turn on the audio for the grub truck video, and then after that, I'm gonna play the video of them walking to the grub truck.
I know.
It's Maddie, Kaylee, and Hoodie Guy, just so you could kind of just see everything that night that where he was with them that we could see since we just listened to his interview.
Never used like a phone NFC pay. I guess. Unless you count the tap on the card.
Wait, say that again?
Never used my phone until at like a store.
Oh, really?
Always had my cards.
Okay. It's because you're too prepared, Derek.
It's because I try not to forget my wallet. It's a good reason.
That's smart, Derek. It's probably good to not lose your wallet. Guys, yeah, great ticket times, honestly. Like, Luke, Tebow, really solid. Love it. Very
So,
pleased.
Joe, how
All right,
close are we
back
to
in.
you sitting down on Friday nights?
I mean, that was a solid rush. It's a good thing that it ended, but this is Friday and Saturday in a row they got you down round 1. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, guys.
Guess he's gonna fucking need extra slot a second. This bad boy.
Tebow's thinking to himself, if I start slowing down on Mac, maybe I'll get to sit down. He's gonna try to sabotage me.
I actually was wondering if I was going too slow and you were going to switch it back, and I was really scared of that. That's what I was scared of.
Oh, sorry. Do you see her do that head moment? Like, I wonder. Is she talking? Is she referring to like sometimes you're trying to talk about something, you're like right there, like trying to like say something you don't want him to hear or whatever. Do you think that's what's going on? Because she's doing that with her head. I'm going to rewind it. And you think she's talking about him? Because then ultimately he was supposed to walk him home and they just like take off without him and don't even say anything. So, I mean, I think they're just like, oh, get rid of this guy. Let's see. Watch her head. Watch Kaylee's head go. I know we've analyzed this a couple years ago, but that was a couple years ago. Since we're watching it now, it's, go through it again.
I actually was wondering if I was going too slow and you were going to switch it back, and I was really scared of that.
What does she do? I don't
That's what I
know.
was scared of. Nope.
Yes, let that.
Maybe it's
You guys like the highest ticket time I saw was 13 minutes, which is I'm very satisfied. You guys have worked on the truck, and Derek and I have been the ones on Grill and Mac, and we've had longer ticket times than that. Like, you're doing well.
Pork. I got noodles for you.
Hell yeah. All right, what did I miss? Reduce, reuse, mall. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That gets someone. And then, like, they want their numbers to be called.
Okay. Are you knowing that movie super popular? No. Tomahawks. What's this high for? Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Just a death by garlic and extra into it.
Yeah, definitely. Death by garlic. We'll add
Death by
chicken to
garlic.
it. Anything else for you?
And then can I do the 5 cheese?
And 5 cheese?
Yes. And can I add chicken to that?
Of course. We're doing death by garlic with chicken, 5 cheese with chicken. Anything else?
That's it.
Love it. $23. Do you guys have any NFC go?
Do you guys think she's taking a picture front camera or back camera? Like, do you think she's taking a picture of her and getting Hoodie Guy in the picture? Because I know some people before, they arrested Bryan, and when people were suspicious of him, they were thinking that she was trying to take a picture to be like, look, but I don't think that's the case anyway, because like she's laughing. Obviously, if she thought, you know what I'm saying? People were thinking it was to show like if something would happen to her, look, I'm with him. But no, I don't think that was it at all. But why was she taking a picture? Unless she was just taking a picture of Maddie and her food. But the way she was holding the camera was kind of interesting. Like it was like a selfie with whoever was behind her, or it was Maddie and her food. It could have been like to get the food. I have no idea. But then I think she's sending it to somebody, right?
And any whatever sort of payment you have on your phone, we can take. Order 84. Thank you. We do not have the scan one though. So like if you're trying to pay with Cash App and you have to like scan a thing, we don't have any sort of QR crap. How are you doing?
Sorry, good.
Oh, no. Good. Excellent. Sorry. What can I get you?
Can I get 2 chicken tacos?
2 chicken tacos. You got it.
Oh, sorry.
What big burrito? Chicken.
$7.50 if that's everything for you.
Or just slide?
Yeah, slide, tap, insert, facing you with the chip, any of it.
Now she's taking a video, it looks like. Okay, they just walk off. Hoodie Guy's
Order
unaware.
85.
Now he just.
Can I do the big burrito, but I'm really quick. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, shoot.
Can I get it without the Chipotle slaw?
Yes, you absolutely
And
can.
then
No
without
stop.
the onion salsa?
No
It does look like
salsa.
he just kind of waves and probably says bye and he goes
Sour
off.
cream or no?
You know,
We do not.
Okay,
and
that's
then he
fine.
walks off. So that's that. Now this is them walking home, or this is them walking from the bar to the Grub truck with the Kaylee, Maddie, and Hoodie Guy. Sorry, there we go.
The tantalizing snippet was caught on a security camera around 1:30 a.m. just before Kaylee and Madison reached this food truck where they stopped to eat that fateful night.
Hello.
Hi. It was discovered by citizen sleuths Alina Smith and Christine Cameron.
I think this gives us a clear picture of the evening. The girls went out to have a good time at a bar, and as they left, they were happy, they were comfortable, they were at ease.
It sounds like Kaylee is annoyed at her best friend.
Something very innocent, and that could be something, you know, that you could draw your own conclusions to.
Shannon Gray, attorney for Kaylee Gonzalez's family, watched the video.
It just looks like it's Kaylee and Maddie walking home. And then I think the Adam they're referring to is just the bartender at the corner bar.
This is bartender Adam Lauda at the Corner Club Sports Bar where Kaylee and Madison were drinking the night they were stabbed to death. And this is Adam playing with Kaylee's dog, Murphy. He is not a suspect. And what about the guy in the video walking close to Kaylee and Madison? He is the same guy seen in this video at the food truck. Madison can be heard giving him a brush off. Police say they have also cleared him.
Pre-record right there. So do you think, no, I wasn't going to say, do you think, I was going to say, isn't, Adam roommates with, Jack, Kaylee's ex? That's right? Adam, the bartender, I'm pretty sure he's roommates with him. Oh, you just said that there. Yeah, that's what I was just asking. I was pretty sure. Yep. Yep. I think he is. Okay. Now let's go through the pictures. I'm going to change the color because I did yellow last time. Hold on a second. Let's do blue. That's kind of pretty. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see her pointing. Oh, when they were talking about it on Inside Edition, where they said they thought she was saying something. Okay. I don't know. That guy did a couple interviews that I had played on my channel before too. That guy, what's his name? The guy, the bigger guy. Okay, so his name is Jovito. Yeah, because he did some TikTok stuff. All right, so let's go through so you guys ready? And guess what? I figured out. I don't know why I didn't think of it when I was going through the last batch of pictures. Instead of opening them through Adobe, which is so slow lately, I did it through a different, through Google. So we could fly through the pictures. Not fly, but we could go through them smoothly and zoom in, and I don't have to worry about it. Don't know why I didn't think about it before. I'm silly, but I got it now. All right, so let me bring that up. All right, here we go. So here's the new pictures. Like I said, they're all mostly just Bryan's apartment and stuff. So now I I didn't have time to analyze these as much as I would have liked to. So I'm not even sure where this, like, what is this? Does anybody know? Somebody could tell me. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but it looks like a campground, but I'm not sure. I was a little bit confused where that was. The Gathering Place, 2018. Oh, Student Union is somewhere on campus. Oh, is this a WS? Is it by his apartments then, I'm guessing? Because no, it's University of Idaho. So Gathering Place honors Dean Vetrus dedicated lead volunteer work. I don't know why this is even part of Arboretum. Oh, they talked about the Arboretum. They saw, what was it? Whoa, in the documents, I forget what it was about this place. Was it, was there blood or something? They found something there. I remember going over that. So that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Trying to find a, one that I like. Now that blocks some of the pictures. I'll just do that. Okay. So that's that. His apartment was at WSU though, not Idaho. So this is that's the University of Idaho. His was the Washington State University. So it was a different college. And this looks like this is in the University of Idaho. Let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, hold on, because there was I don't even know. I'd have to go back and find it in the documents if the spots, because remember some of the spots they found at other places was blood and some wasn't. Remember they found blood in Hoodie Guy's apartment. Obviously it wasn't the victims because they would have been looking into them if so. But yeah. Is this one bigger? Yeah, that makes it a little bit bigger. Maybe I could go like that. There we go. That's bigger. Okay. There's some blood on the steps right there. Well, I don't know if it's blood, but it's red. So I don't know. But obviously, whatever they found blood-wise, none of the blood that they found that was outside of the house had anything to do with the murder. It wasn't like the victim's blood or anything. See, there's some right there too. Right there. I know some of this blood they tested actually came up negative for blood, but I'd have to, we'll go back through the documents maybe a little bit. I'll put in the keyword blood and see. Like I said, I remember they found some at inside Hoodie's got apartment, and then outside of somebody else's apartment. I don't know whose it was, but remember outside, like on the railing or something. But obviously nothing came back to the victims because nothing was ever done with it. And I know some of it came back negative that it wasn't blood, and I just can't remember which is which here. My mom talking to my niece. Now this is back at a girl's apartment. A few, I guess, lingering pictures that they, I guess, didn't make it with the other ones. Very blurry. This one's pretty blurry. Oh, Chia was asking about me. I just heard my mom say she's on a live right now, or else I'd call her down. She always asks about me. Like on the phone, she's not big on talking on, they always do FaceTime, and she never really talks. Like, my brother will make sure that he does it, but she doesn't really want to. She's a kid, so she's always just like shy. But like my mom's like, whenever you come and she sees you, she gets all talkative and happy. Like she gets this smile. So my mom will try to like get her to talk. And then I'll come in and say hi. And then she gets this big smile and like goes on talk. And it's so cute. I'm not gonna lie, I really love that. I don't know why she likes me so much, but she does. She does. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but I don't know. She's cute. I see it. Like I see this big smile she gets when she sees me. It's cute. So here's a car. Wait. Oh, blue one. Okay. So but then the rest is mostly his apartment and stuff. There's just a few of but I thought, Tara, I swear to God, I thought, well, I shouldn't say it like that because I don't know for sure. What I'm remembering, I thought they said when the fridge broke, it wasn't long enough that it messed up any evidence. I remember reading that where they caught it in time, where they said it didn't, and they were able to transfer it to another thing. So are you sure about that? Because in the documents that I read, it said that they caught it, they moved it, and it was fine. So can you like maybe screenshot the document that says that it wasn't tested? Because maybe it was something that, since I'd read so much, I didn't absorb it. But I do remember reading the one where it said they caught it, they moved it, and they moved it to a different fridge and everything was okay. So I don't know. I know, but I've been seeing people say that. I just don't, I'm not remembering it say that it got ruined. So I'd have to see that before I could know that for sure because, huh. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything, but we'll try to look for that because it does talk about that. But what I remember it saying that they caught it and the guy, they weren't 100% sure when it went out, but they think they caught it in time where they said they transferred everything to a different fridge and they made it seem like everything was fine. It didn't ruin any of the evidence. So I don't know, but we'll look for it, Tara. Because maybe, maybe I missed something, I really could have. Maybe they did say something else too. Since I did read so much so quick, maybe something was said and it went, it didn't get absorbed in my brain. But I'll definitely look for that because that's important. Like if that was the case, then that would be like, I think interesting, even though I think, I'm so strong on it that they got the right guy, but it's still something worth, looking at because if there's blood evidence that got ruined, that would be something that doesn't need to be ignored or anything. But from what I recall, it was okay. Okay, so this is Brian's apartment, right? Nothing's labeled, but you assume that it's his, right? So we'll just I know Casey is a lifesaver there. I owe him big time, James. I owe you big time. That was so scary last night. Because my channel is just like so freaking important to me. Like, it's crazy because going into that, I had a feeling because not that I felt like I was doing anything wrong, but it was like when I try to cover Elliot Rodgers, 3 of my Elliot Rodgers videos got taken down, and I'd never really understood that, but I was like, it always made me leery about covering those kind of cases. But then I was like seeing everybody else covering it. I'm like, but so maybe that was just some kind of glitch or, well, 3 videos, but it's like, I should be able to, it's a case. And I just going into it, I had this feeling in my head, which was so weird. I was saying, like, in my head, I was like, am I gonna regret covering this? Like, and then I had like this flash that I was gonna regret it because it was gonna affect my channel. And then I was like, nah, we're allowed to cover these cases. Other people do it, no, maybe there was something specific about Elliot Rodgers or something, and I did it, and there you go. I should have listened to my gut, even though I don't understand it. I really don't. But it is what it is. Now I kind of know maybe I won't cover those kind of cases, even though other channels do, and they're still up. But it does kind of make me nervous. I'll just stick to, other cases, I guess, because for some reason those cases in my channel don't agree. I don't know why. I really don't. But what are you gonna do? There's plenty of other cases I could cover, but it's just weird. Um, I know, Tara, but my live streaming got disabled because of it. And if it wasn't for James helping, like, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to be live stream right now. So not only that, but then they took it down. So I was able, he's able to help me get it back up. But I think it was a mistake, the live streaming thing, because the email even said it wasn't a warning, it wasn't a strike, it was just, they just took it down and they even said like, because you obviously weren't aware that you did anything wrong. It's not like I purposely did it. So, so it shouldn't have really went against my channel other than the video getting taken down. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was just some kind of mistake, but with YouTube, it's so hard to really be able to get a hold of somebody and fix things like that if you don't know somebody. So it doesn't matter if it's a mistake or not. The creator is the screwed one, usually. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay away from cases like that, I guess. I don't know. Or trust my gut. I just had a feeling like I shouldn't be covering this for some reason. It was like I don't know. For some reason I have bad luck when I cover these kind of cases. So what? Oh, I know, Cicely, but that's the thing with OCD. And I wanted a case in point show you. OCD does not mean cleanliness. It's not. People mistake that as now there could be certain habits that seem like it's cleanliness, like he's washing his hands all the time, but that doesn't mean that his house is going to be spotless and it's going to be like so organized. OCD people are a mess. It's not. It's not like what people like the stereotype of OCD. And I was going through that thinking people are going to think that, and this is a good way to teach people that it's not like what it's stereotyped to be OCD, because I have it diagnosed and I do. I'm not saying I'm dirty. It's not necessarily, but it's not like you're organized in your own mind, but it's not like a typical organized. But some things can be, but it doesn't have to mean like your house is like perfect. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. So some people it could be that, but some people it could be like exceptionally like spotless and organized, but that's not necessarily the case. It depends about what your like compulsions are and stuff. And but yeah, his obviously is washing the hands. So he has one of the big stereotypical ones, that people have portrayed in movies for, since they started doing movies about the washing your hands. But yeah, you'll see like you'll see all the dust around his computer and stuff. But in his head, it's organized for how he has to have it, but it doesn't mean like he knows where everything's at and everything, but it doesn't mean that it looks like organized for other people because it's more than that. It's complicated. It's like it's not what people imagine it. Like what goes on in people's heads that have it. It sucks. It definitely sucks. But yeah. Sorry, am I going too fast? I mean, like, I know I'm just rambling on, but like some things I don't really have much to say about it. It's just wanted to show it to you guys. You got a knife right there. Duct tape. which I mean, you know, we look at that as like, ooh, suspicious if something like this happens, but normally it's like a lot of people have duct tape anyway. But because of like, you know, when something like that happens, you're thinking like, oh, but no, obviously he didn't even use duct tape. So he's got light bulbs, he's got black die cast, zing, tripod, sorry, tripod compatible, timber flathead, looks like some tools, hyper tough, trash bags, it looks like. I don't know what this is right here, some kind of liquid. And we got toilet paper, fabric softener, laundry stuff. Okay. This is a criminal justice book. Got a key, a card, which they'll show closer up. We could read. Got his TV. Now, I'd guess this is how it was left, so there's not much on the shelves or anything, right? It's pretty empty. I'm guessing. But when you open it up, you got books and stuff, which we'll read when they show some of the papers, like his grading and stuff. Yes, OCD was one of them. He was OCD. If you're talking about Bryan, they also said he was autistic, OCD. Oh, what was the other one? My lord, I can't think of. It's another one on the tip of my tongue. Why the Wait, what? Oh, why the innocent plead guilty? That's interesting. I know people. Oh, that the Bryan innocent group is gonna go. Oh, they're gonna look into that one, huh? Why the innocent plead guilty? The guilty something, huh? Because I mean, they're thinking he's innocent and he's pleading guilty, and so like reasons why I think he is as guilty as they come. Criminal justice practice and process. Introduction to criminal justice. And this is all blacked out. Piece of paper. Okay, both of your egos. And it says, you are a dino and professor, LMAO. Speak softly and carry a big stick unless you can ride a dinosaur. Then do that instead. That was dated 11/21/22. Wow, that's dated after the murders. So like 7, 8 days after? Huh, interesting. Does it show the inside of it? Of like who it's from or? No, it blocks it out. Bryan. Bryan. What do you guys make out on that? Bryan. Why are they saying that and then they underline that? What are they trying to? Like a them, like plural? I don't know. Huh. Oh, it's his birthday. Okay. Thanks, Jordan. I didn't know that. So it's his birthday card? Oh yeah, it does say, wait, happy birthday right there. Yeah. Interesting. So now we got his kitchen. Typical. We got a coffee pot, microwave. Trash can under the sink. Got some dish soap. Very empty under this. A lot of people have a lot of stuff under their sink, but he just has a cleaner and a trash can. Very old sink. You would have thought they would have replaced that sink, but I guess on college campuses, I think they're more reluctant to get new things as soon because as college students, they're not, they're partying. They're not really there to. They're just hard on stuff because you know what I'm saying. So I think they let things ride a lot longer on a college campus. Got some tools, tape. It's normal type stuff. Hamilton Beach. Got Bryan. His name, Bryan Kohberger, dated 7/11/22. I'm not sure what was happening on that day. 7/11. Anything happen on that day, guys? What is. Does he have like a tie-dye knife? What? I'm confused because no, that looks like it's. What am I seeing here? Because you can see the color right here too. So what is that reflecting off of? I'm really confused. Because it looks like under here that's the color of the knife, but then you see the reflection off of something, and then down here, who has a tie-dye knife? I want a tie-dye knife. I mean, for cooking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for to cook, or cut food for cooking. I have never seen one like that. Huh? Are they red? Wow, I did not even know they made those. Okay. Huh. Do they get good reviews? That's interesting. What's this on the looks like it's got typical pans, strainers, same, normal stuff. Typical kitchen stuff. Yeah, some foil and scrub sponges, stainless steel, coffee thing, filter. Got some. What kind of bread is that? I don't know. Some kind of bread, it looks like coffee pack, some crumbs here. Some case of bottles of water. Got a towel hanging from the stove. Typical stove. Doesn't have any pans under there. Keeps that open, I guess. Huh. I'd be putting some of those pans he has over there in there. I don't know. Or do you guys keep stuff pans like right there? Okay, so we got some towels. Some kitchen towel type stuff. So that's his probably dining room table type thing where he eats. It's his table in the kitchen, I'm guessing. It's not enough for one person. Fire extinguisher. Yeah, look how old. See, you got his coffee stuff. Or is that old? No, that's not coffee stuff. That's oil. Chocolate. Triple chocolate. That brown sugar, I think. Yeah. Huh. Oh, there's a closer one. Okay. Triple chocolate biscotti. Or extra virgin olive oil. Spaghetti. think that's like some kind of ramen. People make fun of me because I say ramen noodles, but that looked like some kind of that ramen noodle. Okay. We'll move on here. Diced tomatoes. Family great. What is that? Parmesan cheese. Pretty empty food type stuff. He doesn't have much food. It's like some rice and some noodles or something. All right, brown and white rice, tapioca starch and water. Okay. Some spices, crushed red peppers with like garlic powder, oregano. Okay. Coffee and coffee filter, a decaf. So this is decaf. Huh. Wonder if he drink decaf. Some coffee grounds on the thing. See, OCD does not mean spotless clean. Okay, we got ketchup. Is that ketchup? Yeah, chips. So he does have some food, I guess. Huh. What is it? Is those bagels or something? Or buns? Or I can't tell. Gluten-free grated Parmesan. What's he have a gluten allergy? Or something? I guess these are just buns or something. I've never seen they pack that way. Pita? Is that pita? I love my pitas. I eat them every morning with some honey. Measuring cups, plates, and bowls. Coffee mugs. Glasses. Got an ice cube tray on top of the fridge. Empty cupboards. Fridge. Got some frozen pizzas, cotton and cauliflower pizza bowl with plant-based pepperoni. Oh, that's right. He's a vegan too. I forgot about that. Some fries or hash browns or whatever. What is it? Wheat. Sticky white rice. Meatless meat lovers, gluten-free pizza. Okay. Taters. Wonder what that is. Looks like a meat, but it's probably can't tell what that is either. What is that? Zucchini, maybe? Pad Thai with tofu. Then we have tofu, mozzarella, dairy-free, dip, salsa, hummus, almond brie. So I got almond milk, some peeling from the onion, something wrapped up, some buns in here. We got this sauce, I don't know. Ketchup or something. Smart Dogs, plant-based hot dogs. I got a lemon. And then we got some books here. It says, I can't read it. And then we have something social. I don't know. It's dark. Oh, there we go. Research methods and social health sciences, mass incarceration and on trial, a trial by jury, unsafe in the ivory tower. Research methods in the social and health sciences, making research decisions. Okay. This one is the mass incarceration on trial, a remarkable court decision in the future prisons in America. Oh, you have firsthand knowledge of some of that. Unsafe in the ivory tower, a trial by jury, charged, convicting the innocent. America's safest city. Criminal procedure, law and practice. Let the Lord sort them. The rise and fall of the death penalty. Rise of the warrior cop. The militarization of America's police forces. Unsafe in the ivory tower. Okay. And this one is called Crazy. A father's search through America's mental health madness. Huh. Interesting. Why the innocent plead guilty, the guilty go free. That's that one where I was trying to read it on its shelf. Wait, why the innocent plead guilty and the guilty go free? And other paradoxes of our broken legal system. So basically saying, innocent, or a lot of times like forced or, made to plead guilty when they're not. They take some deals usually, or you know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of guilty people that aren't charged or aren't found, they go free. They aren't convicted. This is so his grading on stuff, I think it says argument. It says make sure to adjust your aim. Cue based on gap, which also need to emerge from reference of burglary lit. And then careful with flowery language. With flowery language and constant use of positive voice or passive voice. Harder to read and interpret. So that's his notes on a paper. And then this research topic is I theoretically, that's his paper is being graded. Never mind. Because look, Bryan Kohberger, so that's his paper, and then somebody's grading that. I was thinking when I was reading some of these real quick that it was him grading it, but no, because look, well, at least this one. So research topic. Hold on, let me make this bigger. Let's read a part of this that we could read. Let me take a sip of this real quick. Okay, so it says research topics. Topic I theoretically important. Offender decision making, emotionality, and burglary. With theft material gain as the end. While an analysis of criminal behavior under the lens of rational choice perspective considers the intuitive notion that offenders weigh cost against benefits when committing crimes, not all criminal actions reflect a rational instrumental process. For instance, crimes of passion involve reactive violence, which manifests due to intense emotional arousal, confounding notions of an exclusively cold criminal calculus. Take this off. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. With respect to the limitations of the rational choice perspective, the minimization of exclusion of analysis of the influence of affectivity on offender decision-making permeates existing research. Such a dearth of research surrounding emotions and decision-making, particularly regarding how emotions may interfere with the cost-benefit analysis of offenders. Precludes a true apprehension of the intricacies of offender decision-making in various offense contexts. Further compounding this deficiency, studies surrounding the influence of emotionality on offender decision-making throughout the crime commission process are scarce. Wait, See, this is something I'm gonna have to read, and because I haven't read this, see what reread later, and because to really absorb what he's saying here. A true happy study surrounding the influence of so that says an offender decision making throughout the crime commission process are scarce, as is the variety of crimes included in the topics probing. The sex offenses, robbery are the only crimes discussed. Considering such a gap, a need to expand on existing literature is clearly discerned, which the current proposal wishes to do so by understanding how emotions, both positively and negatively, influence the decision making involved in burglary before, during, and after crime commission. The topic will be probed by way of in-person, semi-structured interviews in a correctional setting. And then his grading, his teacher grading right here underlines this, that the topic will be probed by way of in-person, semi-structured interviews in a correctional setting. And they say feels like have a lot to say about what you should consider, but those could be addressed in your proposal. And then topic 2 is an exploration of the training needs of officers conducting digital forensic examinations. The utilization of technology presents as a proliferating and multifaceted aspect of daily contemporary life, reflective of its ingrained nature in many elements of contemporary life, even those that are unconventional. Technology has inevitably become a fruitful source of inculpatory and exculpatory criminal evidence. In fact, digital evidence is identifiable in every type of investigation conducted by local, state, and federal authorities. Given the adaptability and amplitude of digital evidence, the identification, collection, analysis, and storage of such data is paramount to I can't say that word, and successfully administering justice. Unfortunately, there's currently no training standard to which digital forensic examiners conduct analysis, confounding by the way that the local police departments are notably understaffed and under-resourced to rise to the challenges that arise from processing this and storage of digital evidence. The extent to which local police officers are undertrained needs to be indicated in order to fully understand the needs of local police departments with respect to digital evidence, which few studies have explored. The current proposal wishes to explore the training needs of officers conducting digital forensic exam of evidence by way of survey. The survey will enable that officers convey the areas of expertise that they have obtained through experience and or training, thus shedding light on areas of proficiency and deficiency. So I bet this is partly where, he thought he could get away with it. I mean, there's a lot of factors that I went into it, in my opinion, but understaffed, under-resourced to rise to the challenges of. But this professor said assumption or fact, where he puts about officers being undertrained. He says both topics are good. One, it says without surprise, find the first topic more interesting, but is clearly more long-term. The second option might be good to get a line on your CV if you have an easy access. And this is the same thing. Oh, I wonder why there's 2 pages are exactly the same. Could be reduced. Do you want me to read this or not? Do you want me to just go through the pictures? Put a 1 if you want me to read this as I go. I'm going to read some of it, like the notes, but do you want me to read these or no? And put a 2 if not, because I don't know what you would rather prefer. So some of this critique is make sure to adjust your aim based on gap, which also need to emerge from reference a burglary. Oh, that's what I just read. So some of these is just repeating. Only one person voted. So you don't want me to read it? Okay. So that's not read it. criminal justice, criminology, federal funding. I mean, some of it I will like, but I won't read it all the way through if you don't want. Um, so federal funding. Wait, hold on, there we go. Oh, I was trying to turn this. Wait, why did that do that? Why is that not turning around right? So I wanted to do, let me make it go. NIJ merit review criteria. Okay. Let's keep it upside down. I don't know why it's not turning around. Look. He got an 87. Isn't that how you turn it around? Oh, there we go. Okay. So it says, what's written is well done, but what's missing, not REV. Well, I don't know what that stands for. Not Rev is problematic, maybe. I don't know. And then it says, why no review of burglary lit? There exist some studies speaking directly about emotions in burglars. It needs to be incorporated in your argument. Make sure to adjust your aim based on gap, which also need to emerge from Rev of burglary lit. Why can't I think of what that's short for? REV, because nothing. Careful with, okay, we already read that. Careful with flowery language. Okay. Why do they keep doing the same ones? This could be actually interesting to read though, because this right here is about the inmates. America, the nation that houses 25% of the world's inmate population, despite consisting of only 5% of the world population, was designed to be most procedurally just nation in the world. The founding fathers believed that all citizens deserve the right to a speedy trial by jury, one which is considered basically liberty that all citizens deserved. Beyond the shocking breadth of the American prison system, there lies more evidence of procedural injustice, namely that our system has produced many false confessions. What follows is a discussion of the nature of false guilty pleas within the country, as well as an explanation of what might be done to rectify the problem. Since 1989, there has been about 2,400 falsely convicted citizens that have been proven. Criminologists believe that the scope of false convictions may span from 2 to 8% of all convictions, indicative of a system that somewhere in its functioning unjustly strips citizens of their life and liberty. Furthermore, 9 to 10% of Innocence Project exonerees pleaded guilty to crimes they did not commit. There are two main ways in which these unsettling statistics and estimates reflect the shortcomings of the American justice system, according to Rakoff. Citizens' decreased access to the courts, as well as the issues in forensic science. Decreased access to courts is a multifaceted contributor to false guilty pleas. Firstly, these issues disproportionately affect people of color, as is evidenced in disproportionate minority confinement. Statistics, 40% of the prison population is Black, 20% is Hispanic. Unfortunately, Rakoff estimates that in the coming years, 1 in 3 Black men between the ages of 22 and 35 might be in incarceration. This is the first layer of how falsely guilty pleas manifest. This is disadvantaged citizens are seemingly targeted and subjected to harshest of punishments. So that's something he wrote. plea bargains accounted for 97% of case resolutions in 2018, reflective of an automated system of justice that is dissimilar to the vision of our founding fathers in regarding jury trial. I just think it's interesting because, you know, he did take a plea deal. So, and he's right. This is like before he's writing about it. Oh, crazy. Says furthermore, prosecutors tend to charge defendants with the most serious charges unless a plea deal is reached, knowing that a grand jury will likely approve their charges if necessary. Conversely, the defense is left with many barriers for contacting and aiding their client, receiving information regarding the case well after the prosecutor. Look, for instance, false convictions involving murder and 70% of cases involved eyewitness misidentification, 30% involved false confessions, and 45% involved misleading testimony by forensic expert witnesses. In all false conviction cases, 40% involved eyewitness misidentification. As is evident, courts' acceptance of expert testimony is problematic if given too much weight. Eyewitness testimony, for instance, is inherently problematic as human memory and perceptions are not quite like a camera. That is, our recollections are limited by our senses and further distorted by the passing of time and introduction of new information. For instance, after vaguely seeing the perpetrator of a crime and then being shown a group of suspects in a police lineup, one might incorporate attributes of individuals within the lineup into the recollection of the actual perpetrator. In essence, the initial memory of the perpetrator has been distorted and encoded with new information. Police suggestiveness and stress at the time of crime also influence inaccurate eyewitness accounts. It says Rakoff recommends that prosecutors be trained in the limitations of eyewitness testimony, and it recommends increasing video surveillance in public places, limiting the need to rely on eyewitness accounts. I mean, it's true, though. That is. All right. Let me turn this back around. Why does it keep doing it now? What does it keep changing the... the heck? Here, okay, 90. So you got a 97% on that paper. Very good discussion of the issues in Rakoff's suggested charges. So the first step acts reducing mandatory minimums retroactively, though not enough to complete fixed mass incarceration. Okay. False guilty plea symbolizes the lack of due process in criminal courts. Now we got State versus Chrisman. Mass incarceration and prosecutorial power, a remedy. Oh, this is annoying how they're like different upside down, because for some reason when I turn it, it confuses me when I try to rotate it. Okay. This is what he got his notes from that paper. This paper right here, it says, good intro, sets up paper well. Try mentioning title, author as well. Conclusion is brief and complete. Good summary of the book, especially Nora's case. You weave summary or weave summary and oh yeah, you weave summary and analysis together well. You write well and obviously have an excellent vocabulary. Try not to overdo the verbiage. So I'm sure, he thinks he's the smartest. Oftentimes, simple, concise sentences are clever and easier to follow. He got a 90% on that. And this one's called Jury Deliberations to Decide Between Law and Justice. I'm not going to flip it around because look, if I would have flipped it, then I had to flip it back. Good intro. Should also something book's title. Mention. You should also mention book's title. Okay. Actually, the assumption is the other defense. Okay. Okay, so good intro and conclusion, well organized, good summary of the book, but a bit too much. I'd like to see more space divided or more space, something to analysis of the actions thesis. Devoted, sorry. See more space devoted. You have an impressive vocabulary. Well, this is the thing I just read. Isn't it? Some of it I recognize, and then some it seems like some looks like new, but I don't know. You have an impressive vocabulary, but at times you overdo it. Writing simply is not a bad thing. Try to strike a balance. Oh no, this is a different one. I was gonna say some of it looks similar, but like that's the second one where this person's like, you have an impressive vocabulary. Oh, this is Brian's head. Anyway, but at times you overdo it. Writing simply is not a bad thing. Try to strike a balance. Yes. Okay. This one, I'm not going to flip it but let's see if I have to read it upside down. I can't read it upside down. Wait, in pen. What did I say? On something on sex offender. Myopic. This one's hard to read upside down. Myopic decisions. Review by Bryan Kohberger. Okay. So it just shows his paper. Maybe later if you guys want me to read it. I know most people put a 2, so I feel like if I read it, then I'll lose people. But I'm interested in reading them, so I could either do another live and read it or just read it to myself. Because we don't have much, to learn about this guy and, just to see what he writes about. I think it could be interesting, to be honest, but that's what it was, Dr. Penaltz. That's why I was having trouble read that because it was a name. Huh. So his notes is to that paper. It says introductions. This is the teacher saying introduction should something action should mention probably authors, titles, and something. An article, thesis, something. Conclusion is a bit brief, incomplete. At times it is difficult to follow your writing. Strive for shorter, punchier sentences, I think it says. Organization is something. I don't know. Unclear. Organization is unclear. He got an 85% on that. Chamath quiz. So a quiz. He got a 90. And the notes say, you list many of Baselin's principles, but also not but do not discuss if how these changes would impact how prosecutors do their job. Intro has lots of info, but really isn't relevant. Focus on answering the question asked. Got 87% on that. This one says, you provide a lot of detail from the book, but it is not always directly relevant to the question. Focus on answering the question asked and only that. It says 2 good questions, but you should only answer 1 question. Good support for your position. Well presented. 95% here. Man, I'm out of call. No, I have one more sip. Okay, let me just speed through these since I'm not going to read them. Now I got to turn these back around. Hold on, I got to zoom back out. That's why. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we have, I think that's probably their storage, probably at the apartments, I'm guessing, right? We had one of those where you have to go down and where it looks like you just had it empty, maybe. Nothing in there, I'm guessing. All right, let me turn this back around. There we go. Okay. So, some more of his apartment. You got not very many clothes. What's he got? 5 shirts. He has the sheets included. He got that looks like a comforter in there actually. Is that a pair of shoes? No, I don't know what that is. Huh. I don't know. Empty thing. He's got gelled microfiber pillow, I think, in there. Couple pairs of jeans. Is that a speaker right here? He's got a black pair of jeans and then like a grayish, whatever, gray, black, and then a completely black. Got a white shirt here. So he's got a total of what, 6 shirts in there. Nitro Acer. I don't know what that is. It lies within. Got some towels. White towels just stacked up. Closet. Oh, looks like going into his bathroom. Got one of those old school heaters. I had one of those in my apartment in Colorado. In both of the apartments I had in Colorado, actually. It had like those, I guess it's not old. I don't know if it even consider old school, but it's like we don't have it here. I feel like it's sometimes an older style. You got a towel hanging here. Here's his bathtub. Does he have like a separate bathroom in there then? Is that how it is? Yeah, okay. Little separate bathroom off to the side of the bath of where the shower is in the bathtub. There's the cupboards, toilet bowl cleaner here. Looks like, I don't know if there's anything else. I guess we'll see. Hey, Elsie. Hey, KB. RL Fro. Mari. Hey, Red. Tara. James, just going back, saying hi to for a minute. Dream crazy. Good morning. Good morning. My eyes are burning for some reason. Okay. So, shower wall, pretty clean actually. Bathtub and shower wall. I like how it has this little thing. I never had one of those on when I had a tub. Um, got 2 things to hang as towels. Oh, 2 sinks? That's kind of interesting. Being like that small of an apartment, I would not expect 2 sinks. Huh. Because it seemed like an apartment built for like, 1 person. I don't know how many bedrooms. Maybe there is a couple. I just would not expect 2 sinks in an apartment like that. Huh. So we got Windex and the toilet bowl cleaner under there. Two-bedroom, okay. But still, I still wouldn't expect you to see 2 sinks. I don't know. In an apartment like that, regardless if there was 2-bedroom, because 2 bedrooms sometimes it's, you use it as office or I don't know. I just wouldn't expect it. I've never seen that with an apartment so small. Um, oh, my eyes are so tired. It looks like where you put the bar of soap is really dirty, like soap scum type thing. I don't know. I have to see it closer up. But that's what it looks like to me. But he's a man, bachelor guy type. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes men don't clean, but sometimes they do. I shouldn't say it like all the time, but sometimes they don't think to clean certain things that a woman would think. Wonder what is this under here? Oh, a mat. That looks like a bath mat that he doesn't have down for some reason. Wait, where are you going, Alsane? Well, that's my point, Tara. University, that's why it surprises me because it's a college on the university. I wouldn't expect to see 2 sinks because usually they're pretty basic. They don't replace. It's just different. College housing isn't as nice as usually because it's like college kids. So that's actually my point where it surprised me because it is just a small apartment on the college campus. Okay, so this is. But who knows? I mean, like I said, just from my experience, but I've only, I only went to one college. I lived on one college campus, so maybe other people would disagree, but just from what I've seen, I've never seen that with the apartment that small. So some shelving, but saying okay. I was like, wait, what do you mean? I've been going through these pictures. We are going. Okay, I see. I wonder why. Oh, is it the address? So it's just like, well, why are they blocking that out? But it's probably the address, the room number, apartment number, I should say. So this is where you'd walk in. You got a couch right here. Looks like the bathroom is straight ahead. Huh. To the left, you got a little closet thing here when you first walk in, it looks like, where he keeps his laundry soap and light bulbs and that those shelves that we looked at in the beginning. And then what's it's so weird because it's not what I would expect this place to look like inside. This reminds me of like, I don't know, not what I was picturing when you see the outside of those apartments, what I would think. Like this reminds me of like an older style house that like the style of it and the I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, wow. Not what I envisioned that they would look like in there. I'm not talking about the size or anything or how they're set up besides the 2 sinks, but I'm talking about like the style, like the walls and the I don't know. Huh. He's got his vacuum right here. So remember, this is where you first walk in right here, the door. You go to the left. He has the iron, right? That is the same, I think. That's the same shelf as that. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it is though. Okay. Yeah, it is. This one, because he had the fabric softener and so you walk into the left, there's a big closet and a vacuum. Okay. Why is that not? Oh, because the other door's over here on this side. So there's like 2 doors. Okay, yeah. Huh. There's 2 doors to go in. I never really looked up how his house was set up, so that's why I'm like, if you guys are like looking at it and know exactly, but how it's set up. This is the first time I'm even seeing it. I don't know why I never really bothered to like look into it. I guess because they didn't happen there, so I never like tried to analyze like, okay, like I did with the Idaho where the girls lived because of it happened there. So trying to understand how it was set up, but I never did it with his. So little small couch, but I guess he's not that social. It doesn't have people over really. So it would just be him. You got the table sitting like directly in the middle. It's probably an OCD of his. The couch looks like a comfortable couch. He's got his little Swiffer thing right here. There's his little dining room table that he eats at. Well, I'm guessing he eats at. Yeah, so when you walk in right here, there's that closet to the left. Got the TV right here. You got the bedroom. One of the bedrooms here. Huh. I'm tired for some reason. Why do I feel like I didn't get that much sleep? But I feel like I went to bed early. I feel like you know how you feel when you stayed up all night? Why do I feel that way? Oh, okay. But, just for one person, it's like the perfect size, really. Yeah, there's 2 doors right here and then that one over there. Wonder if that's like a portable air conditioner, it looks like, huh? Probably don't have air there. None of my apartments in Colorado did. It was horrible. It was so hot. So hot. And at the time I couldn't didn't afford a portable air because it's like when I was in my addiction, so all the money, extra money I had went towards that. So we just suffered. Had like one of those what are they called? They have them a lot there in Colorado, the swamp cooler they call it or whatever. It's like a little portable one of those, but it's not like a air condition. It's not as cool. It doesn't do the same thing or close to the same. So you can see the 2 rooms. So you got one right here and one right here. It looks like this is the one with his computer and his bed. And then, I don't know. There's a kitchen. Wait, so that's... He just have the other room empty, it looks like. So he didn't have anything in there, huh? You think he would have put his desk and his computer in the other room, have like an office, and then have the bedroom, but it just looks like that room's empty, and then his bedroom has the bed and the computer and desk. Interesting. Sorry, guys, I'm not in chat because I'm just scrolling, looking at these because I haven't looked. I went through really quick to see some of them, but I haven't actually went through every single one yet. So I'm just looking at them as I scroll. So if you're seeing something in chat, I do keep looking a little bit here and there. Rogue Medic for an unfurnished bedroom at Steptoe is $792. Huh. Wonder if there's gonna be more pictures. If there's gonna be another batch of pictures after this. What do you guys think? You think this is all of them, or there'll be more? I have a few more interviews. I don't know when they'll be coming, probably sporadically. That I ordered with that hoodie guy that I just got all together. So that one came by itself. So then I don't know. There's 3 other ones, so I don't know when they'll be coming. There'll be Bethany, Dylan's, and Jack, Kaylee's ex. So we'll see. I already paid for him and stuff. Oh, did I order? I need to make sure I got that one ordered. That'll be a good one. Because I know I ordered them all together and that wasn't the way to do it. So And then when I did them singly, I don't know if I remember to do that. I got to go back and see. Yes, I need to do that after this. Make sure, because I don't know. I don't remember if I did it and that was one thing. Rejected me? I don't know. I got to go look. There was like a couple weeks where I was putting in so many requests for like multiple cases. I forget what's what, but I know I got a lot of rejections on other cases, which I'm mad. I'm still waiting for the Shonda ones. She said that now it sounds like they're going to mail it through the mail or something. I don't know if she meant email. I mean, she said mail, so I'm guessing she didn't mean email. I don't understand why she can't just email it, but she said she has to sign them. She said she got them redacted. Now she has to sign them and then email them. I don't know. And I had those few things that I got for Paul Ferguson that it wasn't a lot. So I was waiting until I got the Shonda things because it was just a little bit so it can make like a full video. So I've been waiting and I don't know. I guess I'll have to wait for them to come in the mail, I guess. I don't know. With the way technology is, I don't understand why we can't just get an email. And then, I put this on my Patreon. I'm getting all of the kiosk pictures. I worked it out. I'm gonna get there's gonna be 700 from the Wade case. There's gonna be 782 pages of pictures for all 5 years because there's not a lot before the big explosion of the Wade wives. Those 5 years prior, there wasn't a lot. There's only 12 pages of pictures before that. So, but altogether for all 5 years of kiosk pictures, there's 782. But I gotta be honest, most of them I'm probably gonna have to put on my Patreon. Because, YouTube policy type things, I'll have to weigh it out and see which ones which. It depends. So if you guys want to check out my Patreon, I'll let you know when I put them on there. Here, I'll put a link for my Patreon if you guys want. But I don't know. I already put the order in, so I don't know when I'll be getting them, but they'll be coming. So I'm kind of anxious because I mean, we'll see every picture that was sent to him from the kiosk. It'll be interesting. I'll just wait. I wanted to text something, but I'll just wait till after. Look at all the dust right here. Have they looked for a camera video of him anywhere else besides that one that is clear? A camera of his car? Supposedly there is. There's other ones, and there was one that was clear is where they got the information of the car, if that's what you're talking about. But that hasn't been released yet. All the surveillance. I gotta look because I did I gotta see what they said about each thing, because each one it comes with a thing explaining of why they can't release certain things. So I don't know. I have to go back through and look. But is that what you're talking about, like the surveillance? Because they said there's multiple ones. So the one in front of the house, that wasn't the one where they able to identify like the characteristics. Well, some of it, but there is clearer ones supposedly that we just haven't seen, supposedly. I have this computer in my bedroom, and the one that my old computer is the same computer, but now I upgraded, but that's the one I used to have. It's like a gaming computer, the GeForce GTX. It's supposed to be good for like editing and streaming and stuff, but I haven't used I got it in my room. I haven't used it since I switched over to here. I never use that setup anymore. I should, but it's like can only use one at a time, and I always choose to come over here and use this one because it's better. Oh, I have the same like monitor too. It's like the same setup besides the keyboard because it looks like he's using the keyboard that comes with the monitor or whatever. I always used a wireless one. I have the keyboard in my closet. I need to sell some of this stuff. I have so much of my old stuff, some stuff that's new, some things that I've never used that it was too late to take back. I need to sell some of it because it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to use eBay though, or sell it, or what's a good way to sell some tech, like electronic stuff, like my old stuff. And like I said, some of it I've never used. Unfortunately, I got it on Amazon. By the time I set this side up and realized I wasn't going to use some of this, well, there's only 2 things I never used. I couldn't take it back. It was too late. It's a camera, like it's like a face cam for like streaming. I just didn't like, so I used my old one from the other room because it looks so much better. The face cam was just dull looking. I don't know. So I never used it. And then I forget what the other thing is called that I never used for my mic. So I don't know. I'll have to let you guys know if any of you guys are interested. Then I have 2 old mics that I used them, but they're not, they're still in really good shape. I need to do that. I need to do that. Get help with some of the file costs. And then my old computer. I guess I should keep that, but it's like, since I've been over here, the only time I ever use that is to get files off of it to bring over here. Because it's like, really? When I decide to do a live, what do I always choose? I choose to come over here and do it. Or if I'm editing, because this is my new computer, So, but I keep thinking, well, I'll just keep that for a backup if I need it. But it's been what, a year and I haven't needed it. So that's his computer. So, that chair looks uncomfortable. Can you imagine? Sometimes I'm sitting down editing for hours, like my butt would be killing. Why doesn't he have like a chair, a desk chair? Oh my Lord. I can't even imagine sitting on that for an hour. My butt would be killing. That would be so uncomfortable for your back. There's no support for your back, your butt on the wood. Not even a cushion on it. Like, what the heck? It doesn't, Rogue. You're right. Oh, you think I should save him, James? Really? For what, though? I know that's why originally, why I have saved him. Because I'm like, oh, I should save him. But then, years are going to pass, and then I keep not using them. You know what I'm saying? And then pretty soon they're going to be so outdated. So I don't know. Maybe I'll save one for sure, but I don't think I need 2 of them. I don't know. We'll see. For sure, though, the 2 things I've never used, I should have sold those already. They're brand new. I just don't know. I know there's other apps you could sell things, but eBay is a popular one, but I don't know how to do. I'm sure I could figure it out. Yeah, I'm smart. I could figure out, but I just haven't went through the time to set up an account and do it and figure it out how to do it and sell it that way or something. I just don't want to do it a way where I have to meet someone and do it because I don't know. So too many psychos around. With, now every day I'm looking into murders and missing people. So it's I'm so not untrustworthy now. Not me, but I'm so leery now of I feel thinking about how many freaking psycho people are out there and how it's like, you know, I mean, they could come across as, I don't know, it's crazy. What's even more crazy though is people that are like actually married to somebody, thinking they know them, known them for years, like you know what I'm saying? Have spent their life like a lot years life with them, lived with them, and then they murder. Like that's just crazy. Like thinking you know somebody and then that baffles my mind more than like obviously somebody you never met. Like, you know, somebody you know, like people will have a family, somebody to have kids with and build a life with, and then all of a sudden they could do something to you like that. That's just crazy. So that's harder to understand than like just some random psycho that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But somebody that you do know, oh my lordy. I know. I used to be that and I still somewhat am, but I'm trying to be more cautious and more aware because like 20 years ago or 10 even 10 years ago, I just were lonely and I would invite people over. Call, oh yeah, somebody off the street, come, you don't have anywhere to live, come stay with me. And just crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. But like now I'm just like, wait a minute. I can't be doing that anymore. I gotta be careful. But my point of talking about this is because I want to sell this stuff, but I want to do it in a way where I don't have to meet anybody. So I think eBay is a good way where you could just send it to the person. Because I know, like, you know, some of those apps, it's like, or that I know people will like recommend the Facebook marketplace or whatever, but that you'll have to go meet the person. And I don't want to do that because you don't have to do that anymore. I mean, you could just send it. So I'd rather just be able to send it to somebody. So I think eBay is probably the best bet, right? Do you guys know of any other places that these are just that same places that like apps that where you could send like it's more like an eBay thing where you just send it, they want to buy it and you just send it to them? Or is eBay gonna be the best bet? Okay, wait. So now we have official ballot material. So election, and then you have laundry, cleaning, and closet. So receipt from Target, Fire Stick TV or Fire TV Stick 4K. You have a cabinet. Voters pamphlet, fabric care. Got some batteries. Okay. Graduate school, 5-star. Deadlines for doctoral degrees. Graduate school examination scheduling form. Oh, deadline for master's degree. Okay. I'm just gonna go fast through this because I mean, I feel like you guys, some people are losing interest because it's like these aren't really that interesting, to be honest. I'm gonna admit it. There's nothing really that's like that interesting in these pictures. So this says 8/18/2022, Bryan Kohberger. So August 18th. Wonder what's significant there. It's the you know the that year. Like what around 3 months before the murders. I mean, it could just be some appointment he had. I don't know. They have it redacted. But look how big he wrote that. It's so big. It's like the whole paper. Like, why? And then you can see some eyes right here or something. Huh. Oh no, that's an 80. Never mind. I thought I was looking at it like 2 eyes and a mouth or something, but that looks like an 80. Oh, like he tried to write it before that. Almost like he tried to write this and was practicing the 8 or something. I don't know. Weird. Is that the same? Oh, that's a different one though. It's the same thing, but well, 817, that says 818. What? So we had an 817 and 818. All right, now I want to read this though. Sorry guys, I'm going to read this something he wrote. Let's see what it says. Okay, so it says a pattern that emerges was that in general members of our cohort like activities that involve the outdoors as well as discussing topics, though not explicitly stated, and instead make that bigger. Why can't I read what that says? Instead, something implicitly communicate, cohort members enjoy communicating their thoughts on perspectives. Further, it seemed that others' interests seemed to coincide in a manner that suggests influence something. One person stated their love for nature and others followed along. Concrete information, activities plainly state repeated interest, uncommon. Imagine subjective went into detail of their vision. I'm sure it does have to do with something school related, but you know what I was thinking when I was just reading this is that time he went to that barbecue and was talking to the girl and he was talking to people, because remember she said they were talking about like going on a hike and nature stuff and their interests and stuff. So I could be totally off, but a part of me thinks like he's just so strange that he wrote that out about his interactions with the people at the barbecue. Now that's just a silly theory that could be what he's talking about. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like he's weird like that. Like he would write it out like something like that. What do you guys think? Because remember that interview that the girl did, and even now we read the documents on that that came out of some of the other people that talked to him at the barbecue, but that one girl actually, the girl and a guy, that DJ, he did like an interview too that was at that barbecue, but also that girl that they exchanged phone numbers, remember? But they never ended up hanging out. I don't know. It might not. Maybe it is about something to do with class, but I just don't know why I thought that. I could be totally off base. Okay. So now he has a different page. It says crime, profit, reactive aggression, lack of respect, off. I don't know what I don't know what that says. SES, mobility, power, corrections, permanent label, incarceration, business, retribution, something I can't read. And it says courts, judgment, punishment, overburden, favors wealthy, deaf, protective government. I don't know. Aversions or aware. I don't know. Police, investigate, warrior, enforces, terrorizes. I don't know. Student survival kit, fully furnished houses, private bathroom, bedroom, walk-in closet, full-size washer. So it's leasing stuff. And Pullman. Take a tablet by mouth. So some medicine, which is blocked what it is, but it says take 1 tablet by mouth every morning on an empty stomach. Don't know what it is though. Huh. Take medicine on an empty stomach, preferably 1/2 hour before breakfast. Take this medicine with a full glass of water, at least 4 hours before taking antacids, iron or vitamin mineral supplements. Take or use this care medicine. Sorry, medicine exactly as directed. Do not skip doses or discontinue unless directed by doctor. Check your doctor before including grapefruit or grapefruit juice. Okay. Happy birthday, Brian. And then it says something did not. Oh, I did not lick it because of COVID. Because of COVID. Also, probably because his OCD with germs and stuff. Seems like he has one with about germs, and so that's probably another reason. But it says because COVID. Yeah, he has COVID. Yeah, there he goes. This person, Bryan. This one actually said Bryan. Maybe the other one said that too, where I thought it said Bryan with an M, but maybe it was this. Maybe it was just BRYERRN or something. I thought it was an M. Huh, I don't know. Bryan. Must be some kind of joke or something. Here's Safeway receipts where he got. Where do I see what he got? US debit. Oh, 2 quantity light life. So flashlights maybe? 2 of them. And then 2 of them. So 4? Because it says 2 quantity light knife, 2 quantity light life. One was $16.98, $12.98, so $30.05. I don't know. And then this one is Nature's Path Love, some grocery, and then fridge frozen, 4 quantity Sig Bowl, and 2 quantity Silk Cult. So it's just some kind of food. And then this one is coffee, AH shoe something, K cups SBUX, I don't know. And that was $41.17. Huh, okay. That was at Walmart. This is at Safeway. These are at Safeway. Okay. Now we have these books I already read. Convicting the Innocent, Criminal Procedure, Let the Lord Sort Them, The Rise and Fall of the Death Penalty. Wow, that's a new one that I wasn't in the last pick, I don't think. Huh. Let the Lord Sort Them. Yeah. Yeah. Delinquency and Modernity in Suburbia. Oh, that's America's Safest City. Then we got Crazy. That one I already read. A Father's Search Through America's Mental Health Madness. Rise of the Warrior Cop. The Militarization of America's Police Forces. Mass Incarceration. Why the Innocent Plead Guilty. The Guilty Go Free. Charged. The New Movement to Transform America, Prosecution and End Mass Incarceration. Convicting the Innocent, okay. Simon, Mass Incarceration on Trial, so this is another. There's some homework type stuff, it looks like. He's answering some questions or. Wonder what the stuff that's blacked out is, you know? Huh. I wonder. A son leaves your home, but never your heart. He discovers his own happiness, which in turn becomes yours. This is that one that was on his, whatever, his shelf or by the TV. Birthday card. Upside down. We already went through these shelves, so there's a lot of repeat here. Compass. A bunch of mess. Advanced air filtration. Iron, okay. I don't know, is that a, I don't know what that is. Glove or some, I don't know what that is. Huh? It looks too big to be a glove. Sunglasses and a phone. That is a glove, okay. Looks like a rubber glove, actually. Black rubber glove, but I remember seeing when they got the warrant and they found the stuff. I remember seeing some gloves they found. Vehicle ticket information. Notice of violation. Look at all these tickets. 1, 2, 7 tickets. Trust. Oh, okay. Bank stuff. We have made a final determination regarding your dispute dated 7/15/2022. Was able to locate incoming something from IRS. This member being returned due to account not found. This number, something was incorrect as it was missing a digit and was not applied to post the transaction. Based on the facts of our investigation, we did not find that an error occurred. Therefore, no funds will be credited to your account as a result of this dispute. If you would like to request the documents that we relied on in making this determination, please let us know and we'll promptly furnish them. So he disputed something with the his bank or whatever. IRS, okay. Man, it's getting hot. I gotta turn this back on. Cash sales, we got Swiffer Wetjet, Lemon Long Handle, T-Bowl Brush, and Brown Caddy Set. Precision Angle Broom. Home Point. Black Nitrile Glove. Oh, there you go. There's where you got the black nitrile gloves. The Moscow and Pullman Building Supply. $842. I think that's what it says. There's a few checks. Improvement plan at Washington State. Meet weekly with supervisor at established meeting time. Keep track of weekly hours and provide report to supervisor. Establish weekly goals with supervisor and discuss whether previous week's goals were met during each week's meeting. Make sure the weekly goals are progressively harder to ensure progress through the rest of the semester. Marshalls, you got gourmet food, treatment for cold, men's furnish. Walmart, got hash browns, shredded mozzarella, AB Vans. AB Van? What? Oh, 96 ounces. It's like, are those the Van shoes? But no, it's some kind of food. 6-pack, or yeah, just food. It looks like at Walmart. Then Dickies, one size. It's a tag for that. I don't see anything on this receipt for a Dickies. Oh, beanie. There it is. Yeah, beanie. That's $12.97. Yep, it's that beanie. Okay. Mile budget booking number. Oh. Severe eye, skin, and respiratory irritant, contents under pressure, read label before use. Inert training unit. What is that? Oh, attack deterrent. Bear attack deterrent. Okay. So he has like bear spray. Vacuum. See, you can see all the dust. Let me make this a little bit smaller because it's cutting off. You can see where the, well, maybe that's just the lighting. I mean, it could be dust, but could also be like where light, since this was under, it could be, could have made it a little bit off color too. Sometimes that happens, but there's probably some dust there too. I don't know. It's bathtub. Green. You guys, is there supposed to be more pictures? You think? Piece of hair. There's something there. There's some, but they tested all this stuff and it wasn't anything that was used for like evidence or anything. Why am I so tired? Oh my gosh. I need to go for a walk, wake up a little bit. Sorry guys, I know it's really kind of boring pics, but like since I got to go through them with you guys, you know, everything that comes out, I feel like we got to at least go through them, but I thought that Hoodie Guy interview or his call was pretty interesting in a way. Not that I think, you know, like I said, that he had anything to do with it, but it's just interesting that he did claim to not know Kaylee's name. I thought that was kind of, what is, yeah, that was where, what was? The fridge. Oh, yeah, the fridge. Okay. I need more coffee. Oh yeah, probably. I didn't sleep very good. I kept waking up. And I ended up taking melatonin at like 12:30, and then I was able to get some sleep after I took that, but I just like for a few hours I couldn't even fall asleep. So this has got to be his office, right? Wait, I want to see something. Okay. Kohberger, Bryan. That looks all dirty too. Look at all the floor. And, nobody mops or anything. That looks really like dungy type with the floor, but it could just be stained. I don't know. No, I mean, I wonder why if anybody goes in there and mops or anything. Look at that. I think they could keep it a little bit cleaner than that. Then the desk is all dirty. Is that supposed to be his desk right there? Or huh? Am I going too fast? Yeah, I'm guessing it's his office. Yeah, it is. Why? I don't even need to guess. I saw it showed his name at the door. I don't know why he said it like that. Like, yeah, it's got to be because it showed his name. So I'm guessing because remember he shared it with he didn't have his own office. He shared it with somebody or maybe more than one person. Because remember the one girl that had the same office as him, and remember her ID came up missing, and then I think it's the one that he went to her house to help her because she felt like somebody was like watching her or gonna breaking in or whatever, remember? And then they thought maybe something to do with her cameras. Now I forget because when I read that originally, that was a year or so ago where she was talking about she did that interview about something about he helped her set up cameras or something like that. And then they thought after the fact, they thought maybe he actually somehow was able to look in at the cameras. And then remember after that, she felt that somebody had broken in. Oh, and then they took whoever broke in took like what did they take of hers? Like a notebook or something really weird, like a couple things that were really weird, a notebook and an ID, or remind me, guys, I forget. But yeah, so it was somebody he worked with and then he shared an office with. I think that one he shared the office with, right? And then her ID came up missing. Take it easy, don't give up. But her ID came up missing in the office, right? And then it appeared. So it was gone and then it like came back or something. Weird. What did he take? Perfume or something? Wasn't it perfume? Or something like perfume in a notebook or something really weird that he took out of her house or somebody took out of her house or apartment. Just strange. So much like I said, I've read so much about this now, like in the last few months, I'm forgetting some of that little details about that, like that kind of stuff. Oh, perfume, notebook. The ID was in the office that disappeared, then appeared, but in her house or apartment, it was, I think it was like two things that were not valuable. Like it wasn't like what a typical burglar would take. Oh, the spare key. It wasn't her ID. I lied. It was the spare key in the office. You're right. Thank you. Then, okay, so the spare key was missing from the office and then appeared. What was taken out of her apartment? Remind me. Yes, he rearranged. Thank you, James. He rearranged her stuff in the bathroom. That's right. Didn't he like set it all out and it was like all rearranged? Now you guys are reminding me. Things are coming to me now. Yes. That's right. Weird. But then he took a couple things too. But he rearranged her stuff in the bathroom. So weird. Makeup. Okay. Was it the makeup? The IDs were, yeah, that's right. Because the IDs they found after, and it wasn't of them. It wasn't just like they never said whose ID he had, whose IDs he had, did they? I don't think they ever made that public. That when they searched his house, didn't they find a few IDs? Or no? No, it was pictures. What was it? I'm sorry. I think I'm confusing a couple cases now. Was there anything with IDs with this case, or am I thinking of another case? Why do my brain keeps thinking that there's something to do with IDs that he took? Gender, nature, and nurture. Door, Bryan. Walls of secrecy, essential Supreme Court decisions. Car. So now we're going back to the cars of the victims. That's it. All right, guys. I might have to. I don't think I'm going to do a big lying down. I need to get some water, or not water. Some like a snack, and take a little walk. Yes. Okay. Thank you. They're found in a glove box. Yes. They never did say whose IDs, right? At least they didn't tell us, I don't think. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I knew there was something with IDs. So the spare key was the lady in the office that he took and it appeared. They found, so I'm going to try to get it into my memory so I don't forget again. So the two IDs were in his glove box, and then he rearranged the stuff of his coworker in her bathroom. And then I still am not sure what he took. Why do I feel like wasn't it a note or something? A note and perfume or something? Or what did he take? That's the last thing I need to know with this situation. I don't know which documents, which group of documents they were in. Was it in the 600-page ones, or was it in all the random? See, the ones that, if there's anything that was in the first group of all those documents, that's going to be harder to find because there's so many different ones. See, at least the 600-page one, I could put in a keyword and then see it. But those documents, there's so many, like I wouldn't even know which is which because they're not really titled, like where it makes sense of what they are. So I don't know. Oh, 8 IDs. But what did he take? Remember, he took the person that broke into that his coworker's apartment. He took something, not the IDs. I'm talking about two different things. So the IDs were found in his glove box. But what did he take from that coworker? It was something weird. So we know about 2, you're saying? Like, who were the 2 then? Who were the 2 ideas that they did say? I don't even know. 8 that's scary. Can you imagine finding out? Like, that he had your ID. Oh. Hey, Twin Life. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this. I'm still thinking about putting together a video of the audio of that Ring doorbell. I need to edit something together. I was trying to get like separate the audio to get like the voices to come out, but it's not recognizing those as voices because it's so, you know, faint and all the stuff over top of it. So I'm trying to figure out a way to, I don't think we're going to be able to figure out what is said, but I was going to upload like a pre-record, just kind of enhancing the audio. And then, like I said, I can't say I know for sure what those noises are at the time. You know, somebody brought up a point under my video I did that there's no way that it would have been them that long, like screaming or even making any noises. But because they said that they would have, like Kaylee and Maddie would have like been dead instantly, but I don't think that's the case, because at least not from Kaylee, because she had like, why did she have all those, you know, blunt force trauma on her face and stuff and her head? Like, if it was like instant, I think there was a fight between them. Like, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because why would he have done that after? It would have been, I think she would have been putting up some kind of fight for like a minute, or at least not right away, is my point. So I kind of disagree with that comment, but I can't promise that that's all like them making noises. I don't know. It could be something else, but what is it? Do you think it's neighbors? Is it not human? I don't know. I'm going to do a pre-record sometime within the next couple days, and then you guys could comment underneath what you think, because I have no idea. It sounds like it's human. It's like people far away, you know? But I don't know for sure. And then the dog, I swear, it sounds like the dog's attacking or like getting really mad. Like I said, I mean, knowing that the dog didn't have any blood on him, I don't think that's the case. He had to have not been around, either outside or in the room or something, where he wasn't actually there during the, like, in the vicinity of like where the attack was, because he would have had blood on him and he didn't. So I'm just wondering if he was outside and he just, I mean, if that door, I mean, he could have came in if that door was open. We don't know though for sure if when Bryan went in, did he keep that door open, or did he shut it at, like, behind him and then open it back up? I don't know. And, you know, if it was open, why didn't Murphy go and, you know, try to help in a way, you know, like go in the area, like go in either of their rooms? But it's just weird that he didn't. I mean, I guess he could have been locked in Kaylee's room, but we don't know that for sure. I feel like all we know is that one officer, it said it did say the first responding officer, I thought, was the one that said he shut the door. So that means it wasn't shut when he went in. So I don't know. Does it mean it wasn't shut and then one of the other officers maybe opened it and it wasn't known and then left it open? I don't know. And then not knowing the dog was in there, and then the officer that we seen make the report said it was open and he shut it. But that's a mystery about Murphy. I wish we could figure that out. If where was he? Because that one neighbor said it sounded like he was outside. It did. At one point, it sounded like he was outside, I feel like, because he sounded like at one point he sounded a lot closer. than in some of the parts. But I don't know what that means. All right, guys, I might be back later. No, I mean outside though. Because remember, they couldn't find him when they went to bed, it sounded like. So I wonder if he was outside at any point at the beginning. Or I don't know, at the beginning, or yeah, I don't know. Because he could have got back in because both doors were left open. So he could have got back in sometime in the morning. But yeah, he could have been locked in the bedroom too. Or just scared in the bedroom. But you would think a dog would go be a little nosy and try to see like what's going on. So yeah, it's hard to believe that he wasn't locked in there, because it's hard to believe that a dog wouldn't go check on its owner and look around and see. So I guess he probably was locked in there. But it's still the question, even if he was locked in there in the moment, did Maddie and Kaylee, did they ever find him before they went to bed, or was he outside originally? And then sometime went in with Bryan or something, and then Bryan locked him in, or when did he come in? Because remember, they couldn't find him, and I don't know if it was known that Murphy made it back inside before they went to bed. You would think they would have made sure he was inside before they went to bed. But what if they left the door open because he didn't come in and they couldn't find him? And they left it open so he could come in. Like, what if Kaylee or Maddie did that? Dylan wouldn't know. I mean, they wouldn't know that. What if, like, shoot, he's not in yet. We're tired. Let me leave it open so he can come in. I don't know if they would, if they'd be too scared. I don't know. Or maybe they figured, oh, Dylan or Xana will shut it when, they see it open. And I don't know. I mean, you think they would tell him, hey, we left the door open because Murphy's out there. We're tired. He hasn't came in yet. Or maybe Murphy did make it in and they just didn't tell Dylan and Bethany or whatever, Who knows? All right, I'm going to go, guys. I'll see you guys maybe later. I'm going to go for my walk and eat some dinner and maybe edit a little bit. Thanks for coming. If you do want to just watch the Hoodie Guy interview straight through, look at my pre-record. I have it up. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. No, I think that's it. Bye, guys.